Hello, good morning, everyone. Thanks for being here. We'll wait a few more minutes. So thanks for being here today. I'm Norman Pracht. I'm the general manager at Webmecanik, and today we'll discuss about the new feature we'll have in Webmecanik Pipeline, our CRM, knowing that we have recently launched our Pro plan with some extra features. So today I will remind you what is the DNA of our software, the new feature coming up, and also the roadmap. So the next features that we'll see in the coming weeks and months. And at the end, of course, if you have any question, I would be happy to answer to it. So we are on the Livestream platform. On the bottom right, you have a chat. You can discuss with people. You also have a question tab where you can ask a question. Then I can easily answer to them at the end of the presentation. And also you have a poll tab where we'll ask you your opinion and how you work on several topics you will see during the presentation. So first of all, let's talk about the product itself, Webmecanik Pipeline. So we have been working on this CRM because you may know we have now an important experience on the marketing automation software industry. And what we wanted to do is have the last step of the marketing automation at the bottom funnel, which is the way to handle opportunities. And this is how came Pipeline, to create this all-in-one solution where you can handle your marketing automation software as well the CRM. Also, we noticed that more and more in companies, the sales and the marketing teams are merged, or even at least working closer together. And having this all-in-one solution, this combo, is a great way to answer to it. How we are positioned on the market. We believe we are a great alternative to the US solutions. We are European. We are located here in France. All the data are hosted here in France or in Europe. And we really want to bring something compliant in terms of data privacy, GDPR, and also with an accessible pricing if we compare to the main American solutions. And also, what we want to bring into the software is having a piece of fun. I mean, we want you to have a great experience, a great journey using your CRM, and we really want it to be helpful for yourself. Using your CRM shouldn't be something painful. It should be something easy to use, ergonomic, giving you advices how to make your performance better. And this is really the DNA we want to integrate into this CRM. I've just selected few numbers around the CRM industry. So if you want to have personalized interactions, great loyalty programs, and raise your return on investment, you have to know that the CRM is in the top 3 of the most important software you can use for that. Also, the CRM market is quite busy, and today you have more than 85% of the companies in Europe using a CRM. It doesn't mean that the CRM is great. It doesn't mean that the experience is good. It just means that they are equipped. Okay, and this is what I said just previously in our DNA definition. Let's make it fun and usable and comfortable to use. And at the end, they have been also doing some survey, and what they have analyzed is that using a CRM correctly can help you to increase your revenue by 41% per sales representative. So what is important in this key figure is that while you have correctly implemented your CRM and your sales team is using it, it's a really helpful tool to help on your performances. So let's have a first poll. On the bottom right, you have a tab, poll. Simple question: do you use the CRM today in your company? I will share the result at the end of the presentation. So let's talk about the new features. So as I said, we announced our Pro plan recently, which is limitless in terms of usage, and we also announced few new features. Today, you can already handle your contacts, your companies, your pipeline of opportunities with your opportunities, of course. We have a technical documentation and a user documentation as well as API. So you can handle your contact companies and opportunities by API, which is really interesting if you want to integrate the software in your technical ecosystem. And at the end, you have several ways to set your own roles to give to your sales representative more or less permissions, depending on what you expect them to do. What's new? First, we have launched the Google Calendar integration. So it's quite easy to do. I will show you how it works. What is really important and the key features around this is that directly in your CRM, when you create activities, you note what you have to note concerning your activities, then it's directly synchronized to the calendar you have been synchronized with. And you can also directly invite your contact, customers, leads, or collaborators into the appointment in the CRM, and it will directly be created in your calendar. So the idea here is, again, to make it simple and centralize every information into your CRM, and then it's still using the everyday software you're using as your calendar. How it works? Simply in your configuration menu, you have a new menu called Synchronization Calendar where you can add a new account. So you just push add a calendar. From there, you will enter your email address. You authenticate with Google, and then from there, you will select which type of event you want to synchronize. So you can say every time I have a coffee or a specific type of event, you can have custom events and activities. You can say every time I have those events, I want them to be synchronized by default. But then also on each activity page, you will be able to say, okay, this one I want to synchronize it, or this one I don't want to synchronize it. Once it's set up, all good. You continue to use your software as usual. You can create your activities, and then while you create your activities in the CRM, you will find them back in your agenda. And if you invited your customer leads or collaborators, they will be directly invited by the agenda. Another poll, bottom right, you have the tab. Do you use Google or Outlook Agenda to organize your meeting today internally, or especially with your sales team, with customers and leads? Yes, no. I will give you the result after. We also have another integration we recently announced. So the ability to synchronize, this sounds logic, of course, your CRM with our marketing automation software. Why would you do that? So as I said in introduction, the marketing software really helps you to handle everything which is related to the top funnel, to the really very top, where you would like to nurture your data, your contacts, qualify them, know the one that are the hottest or the coolest. And the advantage of this synchronization is that your data is in real time synchronized between the two applications. So every time something happens in marketing automation software, your sales team will be aware of it. Every time your sales team having a call with a lead or a customer and changing any data in the CRM, it will go back in the marketing automation software and maybe change the way your contact is qualified or unqualified to a campaign. This is, in our opinion, really the best way to have a great personalized customer journey. How it works? Quite easy as well. So you are into your marketing automation software, Webmecanik Automation. You add some credentials to authenticate the synchronization. And then from there, you will choose which type of feature you want to use. So you can select to synchronize every data, or maybe you don't want to send all the leads to the CRM. And then here you will be able to use some specific actions from campaign, forms, or point triggers to send the correct leads you want to target to the CRM and the sales team. You will also have the ability to synchronize the owners of the contacts and the companies. So most of the time it's your sales team. It's super interesting because, in the marketing automation software, you can send your emails, for instance, directly from the owner of the contact. It's a great way to have a much higher open rate or attention from your contacts. You can synchronize your contact and your companies, and you can also enable a feature to enable deletion reciprocity. So it means every time you delete a data from one side, it will be deleted on the other side. That can be also useful in terms of GDPR requirements. Once you've selected the feature you want to use, you have a mapping. So the mapping is the way you will tell which this field from the CRM goes in this field of the marketing automation. So here you define the mapping, and you can also define a way of synchronization. So you can say, I want this field only to be synchronized from the CRM to the marketing automation software, or the opposite around, okay? It's a great way to have kind of a master data also for certain type of information. This is what we just talked about right now. Once that is done, you find directly on the contact page in your marketing automation software that the contact has been linked into your integration. So here we see that this contact in Webmecanik Automation is synchronized to a contact with a specific ID at this specific date in pipeline. And then it's all automatical. So anytime, as I said, you change data in your CRM, it goes in automation and qualified to campaigns. Anytime you make your campaigns in marketing automation, like registering an event or whatever, you can send emails, and depending if the person had a specific activity in CRM, have a different behavior or stuff like that. So yeah, this is the best way to have your marketing and your sales team working together. Another poll, who's using a marketing automation software here? Now we'll discuss a little bit about what is coming next. We have a great team working on the product here, and we have great feature coming up. So the first one, monthly view of your sales pipeline. Today you have your pipeline, which is organized by steps. So for instance, you need to qualify your lead or your opportunity, then you have sent a quote, and then you won the lead. And now you will have the ability to see all of that organized by months. So you can see which opportunities are expected to be closed next month or the month after, etc. We also added a great new feature about closing rate. We'll come back to that after. We have the follow-up of activities coming up as well. Today, you can add your activities on contacts, opportunities, companies. And tomorrow, you have a special dashboard to manage and have on one view everything which is related to the activities you have to do today and tomorrow. Coming very soon as well, the Outlook agenda integration. As I mentioned today, we integrated the Google Agenda software, but now it's about Microsoft. And coming soon as well, we have some advanced statistics to be able to analyze what is performing or what is not. And at the end, so this is like kind of short-term roadmap. We also have some new enhancement in the automation integration, where you will be able to synchronize much more information. Let's see that a little bit in detail. For the monthly view, so as you see, you can see your opportunities that are sorted by months. And on the top right, you can switch to the pipeline view. So here, in one look, you can see what are the activities you want. I mean, what are the opportunities you want this month and what can be expected to be closed this month. You can also see on the top of the columns that you have an estimated win rate. So we believe that according to your experience and your usage, so we're making some learning here, we believe that you will have this amount of opportunities won or this type of opportunities won, and the total amount of opportunities is this one. So you have the sum of the opportunities expected for the month, and then the one we believe you will get according to your experience and history. The view of the activities. So you'll have a new menu where you can switch from an agenda view, so you already have it today, to a table list of activities. And here you will be able to say if you have done it or not, and like check the action to say, okay, it's over, and then I can focus on the next one. You will be able also to filter on this. So I can see all the activities which is related to specific owner or stuff like that. The Outlook agenda integration, nothing new. It's the same as I've shown you for the Google Agenda integration, but here is for Microsoft. The statistics. So yeah, here it will show you a different type of data. So the success rate by sales team, the upcoming events, the amount of events you have, some different type of data. So we have a pre-designed charts with the best KPI. You should have a look on it. And then later on, we'll bring you the opportunities to customize your own dashboards and KPIs to follow. And last point I was talking about, deeper integration with Webmecanik automation. You know that in your marketing automation software, you have different type of behavioral action for your contact, like submitting a form, opening an email, visiting your website, participating to an event, like today with Livestorm. We will be able to send this type of information directly into the CRM. So what is interesting here is that your sales team, maybe before calling your leads, is really happy to know which type of content the person has been reading on the website, or which type of newsletter he has been reading. And having all this type of information helps you to have better qualification and better way of talking to your customers, because you know by what he's interested by. As I said, we launched our Pro plan. So we'll have a lot of features that will be shipped in the free plan, like most of what we've seen will be in. Free plan, stay free plan forever. You have up to 2 users and you can handle 1,000 contacts. And the Pro plan is about €20 amounts billed annually. And here it's limitless with some extra features like the integrations with automation, integration with agenda and stuff like that. You have all of that and everything directly visible on our website, webmecanik.com. Okay, great. Do you have any question? I would be really happy to answer. So bottom right, you have a question tab. You can ask a question, then I will answer. While you type your question, I will give you the answer to the surveys. So on the participant, we have 100% of person that use the marketing automation software. Great. This is probably due to our audience, which is really marketing automation oriented. That's a great score. Do you use Google or Outlook Agenda to organize your meeting? You all do that as well. Congratulations. So you understand why it's so important to have an integration with your CRM to handle everything on the same places. And do you use a CRM? Same ratio. You all use a CRM. Let's go back to questions. Is it easy to import my contacts from Excel files into the CRM? So yeah, you have UI where you can bring your CSV file. You do kind of a mapping as well. So you say, okay, this column of my file is going in a first name, etc., etc. And you also have features to export data. So maybe you need to do a specific analysis in a CSV, in Excel file or whatever. So you can export the file, the view, and then treat it aside the software. Are there any price packages for agencies plan? Yes, there is. So yes, you can resell the CRM as we do for the marketing automation software. So yeah, feel free to contact us and we'll give you all the information. So you have kind of a discount on the price, and then you can handle the direct relationship with your own customers. Do you plan to develop a Microsoft Outlook calendar synchronization? Yeah, I've been answering to that. Actually, we have 3 types of integration with Outlook, even if I said just Outlook, because there is Microsoft Exchange, there is Microsoft 365, and there is Outlook.com. So we have integration with these 3 types of agenda from Microsoft. To have an idea of the speed of the evolution of the tool, would it be possible to know what is the volume of development resources dedicated to pipeline? Yeah, interesting question. So today we have 5 developers which are fully dedicated to the project, and we have 2 developers that can switch to it if we need extra resources. We also have 2 persons on the marketing side working on the product, so designing the product, benchmarking what are doing the competitors to enhance our feature and stuff like that. And to have an idea of the speed of the evolution, the best for you would be to subscribe to our newsletters and be sure to follow the release note we can send to our contacts. Is there any other question? Okay. If you have some more questions coming later, feel free to ask them directly on our website. You have the contact page. You just write your question. I will be happy to answer to you. And if you have also some question about business side, ask them there. I will come back to you. I have one last question. Does it work with the version 3 of Webmecanik Automation? So no, the integration is in the version 4. For all our customers that are still on the version 3, really in the next weeks, months, you will be migrated to the version 4, time that we update our Switzerland and also Australian cluster, because we have data there. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here. Happy to have a new meeting and a new webinar with you probably in the coming months after Christmas. To present you all of these new features coming on and to explain you what is next coming. Bye-bye.